Your boy DLC and Caffeine Morning Show. Today, special guest, my man Omar Dorsey, Ray Donovan, Eastbound and Down, Selma. You had to smoke Marvin though, dog?
Had to go.
Damn. AM Caffeine Morning Show.
Getting your morning started the right way with the AM Caffeine Morning Show.
It's Friday, dog. That's how we get down each and every Wednesday and Friday right here. AcceleratedRadio.net, UrbanSoulMedia.com, StomperSquadDJs.com, TheIllNetwork.com, but only on Wednesdays, and TheMixShow.com, all up in your mouth. It's Friday, dog. It's your boy DLC. DJ Ron C on the ones and twos. By my side, my co-host, Rhea Bia here 2 days in a row. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Deuce.
And shout out also Smooth D. I have now officially taken the DJ off of his first name.
Come on, dude.
Because he doesn't do that any longer.
I will. Next month.
Huh?
I'm coming back next month.
Are you trying to elevate and are you trying to become a radio personality? Because you don't have the voice for it.
No.
What are you trying to do with your life, really? Because I prefer you as a DJ.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I just had to get my technical game straight. I had to focus more time in our other location on production.
That's true.
Okay.
Now that we're in this,
Rhea, be quiet.
now that we're in this lovely new studio,
You
I
go
can
back to that.
Go back to my attention, which will be DJ.
All right. So on Friday, since we've moved into this beautiful location, shout out once again to themixshow.com. We are going to continually bring you great guests on Friday. Last week, let me shout out to our boy, Code 187 Hutch from Above the Law, which was such a dope-ass interview. And it was really cool because it came out the same day that Straight Outta Compton was released. Above the Law was a very influential group and part of Ruthless Records.
No doubt.
And Hutch is also on the new Dr. Dre album, Compton. So that's how we set off our first guest, right?
For sure.
This week, man, it's so cool to have this cat rocking with us today. My man Omar Dorsey, actor extraordinaire. Now, here's the thing with Omar, right? What's so crazy is I was a fan of Omar because he was such a huge character in Ray Donovan. He killed Marv, though. Come on, Cookie. So here's what's cool about my man Omar. We live in the same damn neighborhood.
We're the two only black people.
We're the only two black people around a gang of Armenians,
The
right?
tokens.
You said tokens.
And here's what's crazy. One day, I ride my bike every day, and I'm riding in the neighborhood, and I see this big black buck.
Call him Buck.
And I looked, and I said I was like, yo.
Damn, he's blacker than me.
Which is hard to do. It's only me and Amistad and now Omar. I was like, I think that's Cookie Brown. So, right away, I got hella black. And I was like, yo. You're the ish. I literally yelled it.
He had the spandex
Is that how it went?
riding the Huffy 10-speed on your ass.
Right. With the banana seat. I was like, yo, you're the ish. And Ray Donovan. Now, he was talking to two older ladies. And I doubt seriously they knew that he's a damn killer.
No, you know what? Those two old women, they love that show as much as you.
Really?
Yo, it's my neighbor, Judy. And
Shout out, Judy.
Judy, shout out. They love that. Those old, because you live on the Armenian street.
Right,
there.
right.
My street is the old white folks street.
Right.
Better be on
Bruh,
Old White Street.
like they love it.
So I was, in my head, I was like, yo, do they know he's the killer? They better go
Lock the door.
like this, right.
Hide your kids.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. He might take you in the white van. I don't know what Cookie's gonna do. So I think I kind of caught him off guard a little bit because he looked and he kind of just gave me a little wave and then he kind of played me low key.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's all good though.
Sorry.
So then I want to say a couple weeks later, I saw him at the grocery store. We have Ralph's right around the way.
Right.
So now I don't want to look like I'm some stalker dude, but I'm a fan of the show. So I went up to him like, hey buddy. remember me? I'm the black guy from the neighborhood. And we spoke, but
He didn't
still,
remember you.
But still, he didn't give me the love that I wanted from Cookie Brown.
I don't know that I didn't. I could have sworn we talked for
No,
about
hold
20,
on.
30
You didn't
minutes.
really give me the love.
But did you remember him when you saw him? Were
No.
you like, that's the dude from the
It's
bike?
only two
It's
black
only-
folks in
You remember the spandex.
Well,
No.
like, that's the other black dude in the
He
bike.
had the
So
bike.
here's what's crazy. Here's how we really connected.
Yeah.
On Instagram,
Oh, you started stalking.
we mutually found out that we knew Raz Kaz,
Oh, okay, Raz.
which is so crazy. Shout out to the homie Raz Kaz.
Who I think is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
No question.
And I'm from
No
Georgia.
question.
Agreed.
So then we connected. He was like, Raz, like, yeah. And then from then on, it was cool. I see him in the neighborhood. We chop it up, and it's all good. So it was only right, man, that I had Omar come in and sit down with us and rock with us on the AM Caffeine Morning Show because I'm such a huge fan, not just from Ray Donovan, but, he was in Selma. He worked with Oprah.
That's you. That's
Oprah.
you.
He worked with
I
Oprah.
want to see my cell phone.
Oh, now you're going to try to...
Oh, you been texting Oprah?
This is
He's
been
going
texting
to
Oprah?
floss on us.
Oh, look at his screensaver.
It's my screensaver. Oh, okay.
He going to floss on us.
Is Oprah giving me her phone number?
Oh!
Right
Slide
there.
that over to the left. Slide that over.
Oh.
That's kind of big.
That's sort of lightweight.
That's a
big.
big-
No,
That's
that's
big.
very big.
And you're sitting here with us.
Sitting with us, and he done rock with Oprah.
He got Oprah's number in his phone.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the mix with Ron C. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk to Omar, not just about some of the stuff that he's done, some of the stuff that he's working on. He low-key has his own. I don't know if we can speak about this project, about your own show that you got. Oh, can we talk about it?
And I created.
Okay, so let's talk about it then. F him.
He calls a shot.
And then we just gonna have a good time today, man. AM Caffeine Morning Show. My man Omar Dorsey's rocking with us today. And then, do you have, by any chance, before we get into this mix, do you have Common's number?
Of course I did.
Oh, wait. Let's
Okay,
call it.
Rhea been trying to give Common some ass for a minute.
Oh,
Them
Rhea,
is-
you better get in line.
them
I
is-
was in Atlanta. I was like,
Damn,
you
huh?
feel inferior. I was like,
I'm sure.
AM Caffeine Morning Show's in the building. Ron State.
Let's go.
Can we go like down south a little bit? Let's get dirty, dude. Omar's here today.
Yeah.
No, but when I say down south, I want to put. Can we see Uncle Luke?
Okay, Uncle Luke is in the building.
Let's go, man. We're gonna talk about all that. We might even talk about some strip clubs.
Uh-oh.
Smooth D.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. AM Caffeine Morning Show's in the building. Omar's with us. Let's go. Shout out Uncle Luke. AM Caffeine Morning Show. Special guest in the building, my man. Omar Dorsey. I mean, you know him from Eastbound Down, Ray Donovan, Selma. So many dope flicks. So,
Yeah.
where are you from originally?
I'm from the streets of the ATL, baby.
ATL, shawty.
More
ATL, shawty.
specifically, Decatur, Georgia.
Oh, from Decatur. So, when was it that you decided you wanted to become an actor?
Man, my mom used to be a theater director
Okay.
in high school. So I used to go to all her rehearsals when I was like 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I used to go to all the rehearsals. I was like, I want to do what they're doing up there. So she was a drama teacher, so she had a drama ministry at church.
Okay.
So I started joining drama ministry, and I was pretty good. I guess I was funny. I was really thinking on my feet a lot.
Right, witty.
Witty, and precocious is what they called it.
Oh, wait.
Wise beyond your
AM
years.
Caffeine Morning Show vocabulary word of the day.
Precocious.
Precocious.
Don't ask me how to spell it.
I don't know how. I know it means wise beyond your years. I'm
There it
sorry.
is.
This Ciroc is on man. Praise Jesus in the name of Jesus.
Right, and we like to take care of our guests, but Rhea, you kicking a Ciroc is kind of early. It's only 9 o'clock
I mean,
in the
it's
morning.
like
But that's how we
just
do
like
it.
a mimosa.
It's like
or
a mimosa,
something,
Yeah. It's
All right,
Friday,
so we
baby.
do-
It's
yeah, that's
Friday.
right. You right.
Friday night.
Let it hang out. So
Yeah.
you had an idea that you wanted to
I
be
did.
an actor from a young age.
Well, young age. So then since I was doing drama ministry in church.
Right.
And then I was just acting in all my little elementary school plays. And then I went to performing art high school.
Okay.
I actually wanted to be a jazz piano player.
Oh wow.
But I could also act too. So, but by the time I got there, I dropped the piano and just kept with the acting.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, what was the next move like after?
It was college.
It was college.
College, yeah. I went to college. And then
Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college?
Georgia, University of Georgia,
And what'd you study?
football,
I was about to say girls.
Same as Ron C.
football and white girls. No,
Same as Ron C.
No.
I
wasn't white girls, though.
I went there to study filmmaking. I wanted to be a writer-director.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to be a writer-director. But in the midst of going down there, I auditioned for a movie. I was still taking acting classes, but then I auditioned for a movie called Road Trip.
Okay. Road trip. Right.
So
okay.
I ended up getting that movie.
Did you audition in Atlanta?
I auditioned for at Georgia.
At Georgia, okay,
They're
got
looking
you.
for football players.
Got you.
Right.
So I
Right.
was like,
right.
I'm betting all these suckers.
Right.
And
Right.
how old were you at this time?
I was like 20, 21.
Okay, so you're pretty young.
So I was like, I jumped in and I, auditioned for it, and then I got the role, and I was like, I got bit with the acting bug again. So I said, I'm gonna get me an agent.
Right.
Okay.
So then I started doing plays around Atlanta and everything. I started doing movies and stuff in Atlanta. I did like with Drumline and Joanna Man, a few other films, and then I got married at a young age. I got married at 22. My wife at the time was like, yo, you really won't be able to pop from Atlanta. So
Right.
let's go ahead and move to LA.
Right.
Moved to LA, man.
Did you know anybody in LA? You guys just said, let's just go to LA and just were you walking on faith?
Well, I had a New York agent who they had an office in LA.
Okay.
And so I came out here. I already had representation.
Right.
So I came out here. They were cool. And then my agent from New York actually moved out here about a couple months after I moved out here. So
Okay.
she was really cool.
Right.
So she was, taking care of me. So I had a little bit of representation. I knew a couple of people out here, people I went to school with, people who were
Right.
in Drumline, people, a couple of people like who are still my friends now.
Right.
But I started off from the bottom. You got to start from little commercials and 1-2 lines here and there.
Right.
Right.
But the good thing about it though, Doc, is that the guy who directed Drumline was directing Starsky and Hutch.
Okay.
Todd
okay.
Phillips.
Right.
No.
Todd-
I mean, the guy who
that-
directed Road Trip. Who directed Starsky
Stern
and Hutch.
Hutch. Right.
Yeah.
That was Todd Phillips,
That
right?
was
Is that what
Todd
you said?
Phillips.
Right.
Todd Phillips, who directed The Hangover and all
Right.
the other thing. So he was,
Why he wasn't in Hangover then?
I was supposed to be. They say my name in Hangover too. They say, "Where's Omar?" Like when Mike Tyson and the other black guy, like, "Yo, where's Omar?" And we ain't talking about Omar. We ain't talking about Omar. Omar got ate by the tiger.
Oh, that was supposed to be you?
Talking about
That was supposed to be me. I
You
was
was
supposed
gonna
to
get
be.
your ass tore by the tiger.
But I was doing a Lifetime movie at the time.
Oh wow.
And it was like a lead. It was like one of the leads in a Lifetime movie. But I would have rather had that Hangover chick.
Right.
Man,
Boy, I don't think y'all know how much Hangover made. A lot of bread.
I'm
Lot
sure.
So
of
that
money.
that residual would have been something serious.
So what was your first? What was your first big role? Once you landed in LA, so of course you did a little commercials and stuff like that.
It was
But
probably
what was
Starsky. Well, Starsky and Hutch was really cool because I played the Black Panther who was Snoop's bodyguard.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny because like we were talking about Straight Outta Compton. Every time me and Snoop talk, like we always talk about those scenes that we had.
Right.
And I'd be like, damn, man, it's crazy. Snoop Dogg know my name.
Right,
Off
right,
that. You know
right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Off of
But he's
that.
still, that's like 10 years ago.
Right.
That was more than 10. That was like 12 years ago.
Right.
So that was like the first thing that I got
You
when
know
I
what?
came out here.
Starsky and Hutch sucked.
It was terrible. No. It was cool. It was great. It was great. But you know what? It just didn't execute the way that it should have executed.
However you want to say it.
Todd Phillips is amazing, and I love
No,
him.
Todd
and
Phillips
he
is
put
good.
me in his next movie, School for Scoundrels, too.
Well, then all right. It was great.
Yeah.
I do not want to take any food off
Yeah.
your. I know you got to.
No. But it ain't. I mean, Todd is my brother, man. I love
All right,
him,
then, so then-
but the thing about it is,
it
like,
sucked
it didn't execute the way it should have executed.
And I was actually looking forward to it because I was a huge fan of of Starsky and Hutch of the TV show. So I thought it was a cool idea.
Yeah.
And I don't really think the cast. The casting of the leads to me wasn't a right cast to me.
It was more of a send up. Starsky and Hutch was a serious television show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was a send up. It was more of a satirical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller.
Right.
Who are very amazing talent.
Absolutely.
No
Yes.
doubt.
You know, but it was
yes.
a comedy.
Right.
And
right.
Starsky and Hutch wasn't
Right.
a comedy.
Right.
You know, but even like, I learned a lot from Ben Stiller on that set.
How could you not?
I learned a lot, man. And I was just like, wow, this is really dope like this, because I was watching his focus. I wrote him a letter. I wrote him a handwritten letter after we finished the movie, man. He hit me back too, man. He wrote me a letter back.
Oh, that's
I was
tight.
like, yo, man, I really do appreciate, what I learned from you on this
Right.
film, man, because he like all the hilarity, because we improv'd a lot on the film.
Really?
And he was just like, I was like, the way that you keep a straight face, because I'm gonna tell you, man, me and Snoop and Owen and Jannard, like we were all laughing,
all cracking
our
up
scenes, yeah,
right.
man. So just for it was just really dope that I could see the way that he could do it. Oh my God,
right.
I thought he was about to play that leather in the summer, sick in the winter. Best rapper of all time, 103 stacks. I'm sorry,
sure.
go ahead. Where we at?
So Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, Starsky and Hutch. Yeah. Then I did, a little twos and fews. I call it a little
Right.
roles. You get two or three lines
here and there.
I call them twos and fews.
Right.
Okay.
So I
Right.
got a little twos and fews here and there. And then I did School for Scoundrels with Todd again.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. But I started getting twos and fews until I did The Blind Side.
So you did The Blind Side.
Yeah.
Shout out Sandra Bullock.
Shout out Sandra Bullock. Shout out John Lee Hancock. Shout out Quentin Aaron. Happy birthday. His birthday was last Saturday.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday.
So how was that experience with working with Sandra Bullock, and what was your interaction? Did you interact with her?
We had scenes together. It's funny because they cut them out, man.
Right.
But no, Sandra. I told everybody that Sandra was going to win the Oscar. I told everybody. Everybody started laughing at me. And when we were shooting, I said, "Yo, man, Sandra's winning this Oscar."
Right.
Oh, Sandra Bullock's going to win. I was like, "Yo, I'm on set with her every day."
You see how she's getting down.
And the thing about it is, I was there with the lady who she was playing. And I was like, they're identical.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Right.
Oh,
saying?
they
I'm like,
really?
Yo, they
Wow.
really were. And I was like, she has this big, she was all big and bombastic with it. So I was like, yo, man, I said, she's going to win the Oscar. Everybody laughed at me. But she won the Oscar. We were nominated for Best Picture. First movie I ever did that was nominated for Best Picture wasn't the last.
Right. That's
you
right.
So that started my run when we went to the Oscars every year.
Right. I'm not mad at you. Hey. So then after you do Blind Side, what was it? What was next?
What happened, Doc, is that like a lot of casting directors in LA are white women.
Right.
So I go to the office and all of them all tell me how much they love The Blind Side. They all tell me that. Oh God.
Wait, how much they like the Blind Side or the Black Side?
No, they loved it. So it's dope that they liked it, and it's good that I didn't play like no gangster.
No gangster, right,
Yeah,
right.
My boy Iron E played the hood dude, which is the role I really wanted, but it was like
I
I wanted that role because he ended up being on Walking Dead and made a lot of money.
Right.
But like
Love that show.
Yeah. So, but like, it was a really good kickoff because it's the first time I ever played a father.
Uh-huh.
I bring him into the school, and all this different stuff, man. So that was But like a lot of that opened up a lot of doors.
Right.
Yeah. And I didn't even know when we were shooting. I felt like this I feel like a Disney movie.
Right.
You know
You
what I'm
didn't
saying?
know how
Did
big
not
it was going to be.
understand.
No, the
at
movie
that
didn't cost but like $22 million. It made like
Wow.
$300 million.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
it made a lot of bread.
Yeah,
and I
for
was
sure.
just like, who knew that was going to happen?
Right.
None of us knew it was going to happen. But it's funny because when it came out, it was number 2 behind what's the movie with the vampires and the little white teens?
What are they called?
The Ninja
They have,
Turtle?
no, not the Ninja Turtles. They have like
The
4
Vampire
movies.
Girls. Yeah,
It's like
the
4 of them
vampires,
out.
Robert Pattinson and all.
Yeah,
them
Robert
cats.
Patterson.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either, but it was like number.
And that's huge. Those
it's
movies is
crazy.
Twilight
I got you.
Twilight
Yeah,
series.
Twilight. The Twilight.
Yeah, those
so
are
it was
huge.
number.
Twilight, I
Yo, it
didn't see
was
those.
number 2 behind Twilight for the first week. Number 2 behind Twilight for the second week.
Wow.
It was number 1 in the country Thanksgiving weekend.
Wow.
And that was the third
And
week
that's
it came
like the
out.
biggest
And
weekend to go to the movies
and
is
that doesn't
Thanksgiving
happen.
weekend.
Right.
It doesn't
right.
happen. So, but like, I digress. But anyway, from that, I got on a TV show called Rizzoli on Isles. It's a cool little show, cool show. So I was on TV like every week.
Every week,
for like
right.
2 or 3, like 4 or 5 weeks, Then I got Django Unchained.
So now that's what I really wanted to talk about too, because Quentin Tarantino is one of my favorite.
He is my
The
favorite.
dopest.
He's my
Director.
Favorite. He's my favorite director. Well, Ava DuVernay is up there too, but like Quentin is my favorite.
Quentin is
director.
is no joke.
Yeah.
How was the process of getting that role, even though it wasn't a huge role, just even being
But the thing about it
being
is
a Quentin role? Were there any scenes that you went where anything cut out?
Yeah,
or?
a lot. Yo, I worked on that movie for 6 months, man.
Wow.
6 months, man. Yo, I say this often. I haven't been broke since I met Quentin Tarantino.
Wow.
Like, that's real talk.
trying
Right, you go ahead and put
and-
Quentin Tarantino on that resume. That means a lot.
Yo, and straight up, like, the day that I went to New Orleans to go shoot No, you know what? Then I went to New Orleans to go shoot Django. I might have had about $500. I ain't been broke since that day.
Wow.
I'm about to say broke. I'm like, man, I've been cool since that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like since the day I got my first check, I was like, okay, cool, I'm good now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is like, I was supposed to audition for it, and I wanted to do the role. But you know what? I was in Atlanta. This was when my kids were living in Atlanta at the time before they moved out here with me and my second wife. And they wanted me to come back to audition. I was like, yo, I'm with my kids right now. I can't come back. It's like, it's just Quentin Tarantino.
Right.
Right.
I was like, yo, but I'm with my kids, man. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So
So you didn't go?
I didn't go to audition for it.
Wow.
I didn't go to audition for it. It came back around. Vicky Thomas, shout out to Vicky Thomas. I love her with all my heart. She's like, yo, we really want to see Omar though. So about 2 weeks later, like, you want to see Omar? I came to audition for it. Cool. I got a call back. I was in the call back. I was in there with me, my man Samuel Ratibi, my man Evan Parker, and we were in there auditioning together. It was a chemistry read.
Right.
So and it was about it was every black actor you know
Was in it.
in Hollywood was in the waiting
They're
room.
trying to be in
Wow.
But like the first 3 people who Quentin saw was me, Samuel Ratibi, and Evan Parker.
And that's all who.
And those are the 3 guys who got the role.
Wow.
Like, I would tell you every black actor I'm talking about, like outside of Anthony Mackie,
Yeah.
like,
Everybody.
everybody else was there. Like,
AM
yeah.
Caffeine Morning Show, man. We are here with Omar. Man, I want to get back into, because Quentin Tarantino, I think, is a monster, and I want to speak to you just about the whole controversy with using the N-word and how you feel about that coming from, with him and a lot of his films. AM Caffeine Morning Show. In the building with my man Omar, coming straight out of Decatur.
Jake.
Decatur, where it's greater.
Yes, you already know.
I already know.
You spent time down there.
That's
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Outkast, definitely in my top 5 favorite rap groups of all time. Definitely in the top 5.
You know they're number 1 to me. You know 3 Stacks number 1 rap of all time to me.
I can't even argue with you with that.
Okay.
I can't even argue.
And Big Boy number 2.
There. Wow. So, just before we went into to that joint, man, we were talking about just your some of your journey.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about the whole experience with working, with Quentin Tarantino. You were telling us how you got the role.
Yeah.
How was, as a director, how was your interaction with him? He seems to definitely be an actor's director.
He's a straight actor. He's an actor's director, man. He's a mad scientist.
Right.
Like, I've never seen the dude go to sleep. We will be out in New Orleans until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And then we have to be on set at like 6 or 7.
He goes hard.
He'll be still up, just like, yo, what's going on? Okay, at 6 o'clock, I'll be in my trailer asleep.
Right.
And I'm like, he got to be there the first shot.
Right. Right.
And he's just there, like, and I'm like, okay. So why it's not my shot? I'm gonna come in here and take these quick little 30-minute nap.
Right.
But nah, man, he's a monster with it. He is the quintessential actor's director. He is. Who's a player's coach? He's a player's coach.
Right.
You know what I'm
Understood.
saying? Like,
Absolutely.
He's Rex Ryan.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you understand or like the magnitude of that movie, and kind of did you expect folks to say what they did? And I'm saying in terms of
The backlash.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course I did. He warned us. After we got the role, he called me in. We had a meeting for like about an hour. And he said, do you understand what we're about to make? And do you understand that there will be backlash? He understood it.
Right.
He said there may be backlash. Are you ready for that? I said, man, I'm broke, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's when you walked in with that
You gotta bleep that out.
$500 in your pocket.
No, but he's my director. He directed Pulp Fiction. Bro.
Absolutely. Now,
Right. How could you not?
What do you think the connection is between Quentin Tarantino and black folks?
He grew up in a black community. He grew up in his best friend is Samuel Lamont Jackson.
Right.
Like
right.
straight up.
Lamont.
Like, I don't know if it's his middle name. It's L.
Right.
It felt right.
Hey,
though,
no,
right?
felt
I mean,
right.
he black as hell, so it
Yo,
seems like it
yeah.
goes together.
No, so it's like that's like, Yo, and the RZA is his second best friend.
Right,
like, he's
right.
Really, yo, and like,
But the Iron Fist was terrible. But go ahead.
yeah, but it made a lot of money though.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
it did.
because once again, it's Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino
I was
presents.
so just
He presented it.
Yeah,
You know what
I'm so
saying?
disappointed.
Yeah, but he didn't direct it. RZA directed it.
Right, absolutely.
No, but like he think he black.
Right.
Now he don't think he black. He respects the culture.
The
a
culture.
lot.
It seems that.
He does.
It
He doesn't
seems
think
that.
he's black.
Now
he be around white women.
how do you
Well,
feel
black men be doing, huh?
in a lot of his films?
Yeah. He used the
N
N-word
word
a lot.
is used a lot, and folks talk about that so often. And a lot of black folks seem to be, they feel a certain kind of way about that. How do you feel about him using it that much? Is it does
He doesn't use it.
Does it, and not him personally, but just in the film? Do you think that it's abused too much, or do you feel that it fits into the context of what the movie's about?
You know what he does a lot, man? He writes the way people talk.
Right.
He really does. I hang around a lot of people like when you I hang around a lot of bros.
Right.
And the word gets thrown. The older I'm getting, the more I try to watch it.
Yeah.
But like when I go to certain places, like it gets thrown out.
Right.
So he writes the way that people speak. He reflects life.
Right.
That's what Shakespeare told you to do. The goal of an artist is to as if it were to hold the mirror up to life.
Right.
That's what Shakespeare said.
Right.
He does that, and it's harsh because he writes a lot of stuff for black people.
Right.
And that's how black people be talking.
No, you're
especially
right.
Black
It's
people,
true.
like he's not writing like he's not writing blackish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's writing stuff like people who live South LA.
Uh-huh.
Like Jackie Brown is about a person who lives in like Compton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like or Inglewood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where Jackie was from from Inglewood. So he's writing like those people speak.
Right.
You know, I'm very curious to see what the Hateful Eight will look like because there's only like one black character in that. I think Sam might be the only one. He's the lead of the movie.
Right.
But have you seen the trailer for that one?
I did see did see with the trailer like once or twice.
Yeah, I saw it
think.
and that's the next one that's coming out Christmas Day.
I mean, but you said I don't even have to see a trailer. You say Quentin Tarantino.
I'm there.
I'm there.
Yeah, if he directed it now, if he producing it,
it's a little different.
that's
But if he's directed it,
he helps
I'm
his
there.
friends out a lot.
I mean, he helped RZA. AM Caffeine Morning Show. So, that's just,
Why are you going so hard on it?
because I was really disappointed in that film.
Apparently.
So that's you go from Django, then where does Ray Donovan fit into your
canon.
timeline?
Well, okay, it was Django. Then I did a show with Greg Kinnear called Rake.
Right,
Fox.
on Fox, right.
Yeah, it was
that
really-
lasted 2 days.
It lasted 2 days, but god dang, I put some good work in there.
Right.
And I was so mad. Like all the reviews talked about me.
Right,
Really?
right. You needed
Yes.
that. I need
was
this
like,
look.
it
You were like,
fed my
yes.
ego. No,
Right.
But like, it lasted for like 13 weeks, man. But people saw me on TV every week.
Right,
Once again.
right.
And they saw me
Very
as a
important.
role, and they saw me, had a white girlfriend, so
Right.
I saw all of that. It's like, I'm like, all right, bet. So then after that, no, you know what? I did that. I did the pilot for that. Then I did Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down came first, right?
Yeah, that's what it came. That's what
Now,
came
I'm
first.
sure Eastbound and Down really helped take you to
It did, man. It's
another
HBO.
level,
It's
HBO. Right.
And I'm going toe to toe with Danny McBride,
Right.
man. Like, and we improving all of that stuff.
Right.
Like, I mean, we have our lines, we have our set where we know where we want to go with it. But man, Danny's a monster. He's
Wow.
a beast with it. So we just going toe to toe all the time with it, man.
And what was it? How long were you on that?
I did that for one season.
For one season.
Yeah, the last season.
So then after that, then what happens?
Then I did Rake. Then I did Rake.
You did Rake.
Yep,
Rake
then,
to Rake.
Rake. Yep. Then it went to Selma. No. Then I did Ray Donovan, but I only did like the first episode before I got the phone call that I got on Selma.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had like a crazy 2 years.
So right. So
run.
you're
feeling
basically
yourself.
doing those.
I was tired of shit.
You was
as
doing
a
those
mug.
basically at the same time.
I was doing them at the same time because I was in Atlanta doing Selma. Then I fly back to LA to do like 2 episodes of like Ray Donovan, just my scenes.
Right.
Then fly back to go do Selma in Atlanta. It was last summer. It was crazy.
So, how was your experience with Ray Donovan, man? And that's where I really became, extra familiar with your work. and just it
So,
seemed like
okay.
you had very good
Yeah.
chemistry
With Liev.
With Liev, and that's how you pronounce his name, with Liev. Like,
Liev. I call him Liev. I'm country. I don't know. I
yo,
like
he's
Liev.
a
I call him
monster
Liev.
at that role at Ray Donovan.
He's
dude.
a great actor, man.
And just your interaction.
He
with
made me
him,
a better actor, man. He was giving me acting classes on set.
Wow.
man.
Wow.
Like straight up, like because it's all my scenes is just me and him.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Not all of them, but like a majority
most
of my
part,
scenes is like he and I. So it's like, man, he was just teaching me so much. And I was asking, I'm like, yo, I'm coming to you.
Right.
You are a Shakespeare actor. You are Sabretooth. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
You are Ray Donovan.
Right.
You are Orson Welles.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
All the stuff that I know him from, I'm like, yo, can you, man, he helped me so much. I talk to him now. I'm like, thank you, man. Everything he taught me. One thing I do, man, like when I'm working with a beast, like with David Oyelowo, I'm working with Danny McBride, I'm working with DiCaprio, or I'm working with, I ask questions.
As you should. That's
You know
how
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
better.
That's how you get better, man.
It has nothing to do with ego at that
It's no
point. Like you're
ego.
trying to get better.
I think them dudes better than me.
Right.
But I want to be just as good as they are.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So how do I get there?
Right.
You know, like what DiCaprio told me is like, I read my scripts 100 times, man. I never even thought about reading my scripts more than once.
Right.
I'm like, what? We doing it? Okay, let's roll.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like with Danny, it's just his understanding of his character. With Liev, man, he dives so deep into stuff, man. He dives so deep into the character and into like the intents and all of that type of stuff, man. With David Oyelowo, it's a spiritual thing.
Right.
Everything is a spiritual thing with him, man.
And I think David Oyelowo, who actually was the lead in Selma, I got familiar with him in Red Tails.
Right.
I personally think he has Denzel Washington potential. Like I think he's a
he's great.
monster.
He's really great.
He's
I
good.
think he's really
He's great, man. He's great.
really dope.
You know what? He has a sensitivity about him, man. Like, I have a friend, and I'm producing a film with a friend, and where we were saying, like, if we had our choice in the lead, would it be this guy or would it be David? And I said, well, with this guy, I said it would be a very aggressive film. I said, but with David, it'll be a very sensitive
film. Right.
So what do you want?
Right.
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because you want to ride on the same. You want to go on that ride with David.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And with the aggressive guy, it's like, yo, it's cool. Like, we're voyeurs. We're watching you.
Right.
Doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, David's man, David is really good, man. He's great.
Now that we're even talking about how dope I think he is, and you're chiming in real quick, give me your top 3 actors of all time, and I know that's probably hard.
But, I mean, are you talking about, like, my favorite or the best? The best is the best is number one is Brando.
The best to you.
The best is Brando, Jeffrey Wright, and Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, those are the best. My favorite is Denzel Washington, Sam Jackson, and Eddie Murphy. My favorites. You know, and I like The Rock too.
When's the last time that you watched a film and you were like, man, I could have played that role better than him?
Never.
Never?
Because it's not for me.
Right.
It ain't for me. Like, I'm like, yo, he did his thing.
He did his
I mean,
thing in
that's
that
some whack
role.
dudes. It's like, them dude whack.
But he's corny.
You know, he corny. But I'm like, nah, but like, they're, whatever it's for them, that was meant for them, you know? You know what? I tell you what. When I saw Pulp Fiction, I was like, in the beginning of Pulp Fiction, I was like 18 years old when the movie came out, 1994. And I was like, man, one day, when I saw Ving Rhames, I was like, I want to do it. He said, I could do what he's doing until that scene in the basement. I said,
You're like, I'm
never
cool.
mind.
bueno.
You're like, no, I
I
cannot
said,
do
never
that.
mind. And then, you know what's funny? Like, my career, I am playing the stuff that Ving
Right,
doing that,
yeah.
but
right.
like a different type of sensibility with
Right,
it. Like
right.
when you say we talk about Ray Donovan, man, like that character on Cookie Brown, it would have been very easy to play that character straight up down gangster hard or another. But I was like, it has to be some color added to that.
Absolutely. You know, as gangster as Cookie Brown was, you liked him though.
Yeah.
He had a wittiness to him.
Yeah.
He was funny,
Yes.
but you knew that when it came down to it, he would smoke you with no question.
Straight up, man.
And it was
Yeah.
it's hard to capture all of those different elements
Right.
and still be hard and still get your viewers to still like you.
Right.
AM Caffeine Morning Show with my man Omar. We're gonna talk about Compton, straight out of Compton, real quick. Did fantastic at the box office first week. What, 56 million or something crazy like that?
56.1.
And I know you went to the premiere.
I did.
So, Ron C, give me a joint from Dr. Dre's Compton. And we're going to come right back with Omar, man. Oh, having so much fun. We need more than an hour, Smoke
Yeah, we
D.
need more time.
Oh, AM Caffeine Morning Show. We need more time, dude. That's why I love having these type of guests here that just educate us on their journey, what it takes to get there, where they're going. It's pretty cool, dude.
You know what we should do?
What should we do, dude?
We should come up with a supplemental show called AM Caffeine Uncut.
AM Caffeine Uncut.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing BET Uncut back.
Whoa.
You bring
They
BET.
are bringing BET Uncut.
Oh, yes, they are. Smooth D knows. Smooth D was in the meeting, weren't you?
I got word on that.
AM Caffeine Morning Show. My man Omar Dorsey's in the building. So, you went to the premiere of Straight Outta Compton.
I did.
What'd you think?
I love that movie, man. Like, I'm an actor, dude, so I like all those kids. I like the young fellas who were in it. Like, two of them are the guy who played Yella. This is my boy Neil Brown Jr. I've known him since he was a baby in Atlanta.
Wow.
Wow,
You know,
he did a good job.
He really
He's
did.
funny. He's funny.
He was very funny.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a funny
hilarious.
guy. He's a funny guy.
And from what I've never met Ren, but from the folks that I know that know Ren, have been close to him, they said that dude played him.
Aldous is my
exactly
boy
the
too.
way
My boy
that
Aldous.
Ren did.
My boy Aldous played Ren, because the other three. I mean, O'Shea. I've never met O'Shea Jr. before, and I've never met those other two guys. They're not from here.
Right.
So, but like the guy who played Ren, the guy who played Yella, those are my guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, those are like my friends.
Right,
So,
right.
like, yeah.
No, the casting I thought was fantastic.
It was amazing.
The
man.
casting was
Yeah.
fantastic. What's next for you, O?
Man, I got a TV show. I got a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doc, I got a movie coming out about the beginning of jazz music called Bowden by Buddy Bowden. I got another movie. It's the first Chinese movie that is the first movie Chinese film that was shot in America. It's called Hollywood Adventures. Got that coming out. Got my own TV show coming out.
But you got your own TV show that you executive produce.
That I created, man. I created it. Executive produced. It's a TV show.
When is that slated for? Do we have any idea?
2016.
Okay,
2016. It's on WeTV. So
Right.
it's
Dope.
Yep.
That's
Called Uncut. It's, myself and my really good friend, my business partner Terry Jingles. He lives right up the street. It's so funny.
I know Terry.
You know Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we was right up. He lives right up the street. So it's our show. We created it.
That's what it's about, man. It's about being able to get a project that you have ownership in.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's really cool that you're able to use the things that you've done to catapult you to a situation where you can now start to develop your own
That's what it
your
is.
own content and own it.
You know what though, Doc? Like my whole thing is this. Like what I've been doing lately, man. When I'm on set, when I'm around, man. Like I've been hanging around a lot of producers,
Right.
And getting in their ear. And like when I go out and kick it with people, I go out and kick it with the producers because I'm like, man, I want to like. There's a shelf life for this acting thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But I can Robert Evans myself
all
all the way
the
till
way.
I'm 90 years old.
No question.
You dig? I can Francis Ford Coppola this thing to the grave. So I'm like, yo, let me get in where I fit in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Real quick, what's going on? I know one time you were supposed to be working on a Michael Bay project. Is that you don't
I
know
didn't
what's
do
going on?
I didn't I was supposed to be working on it.
Oh, we didn't get that?
We didn't get it.
Let
and
me
then-
find out what Michael Bay stayed.
No, but it's
cuz.
a dope. It looked great though. It's 13 hours though.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's 13 hours. You seen that joint, the Benghazi movie?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we
Yeah.
needed that.
We needed that. It's so funny. At Straight Outta Compton premiere, I met the guy who got my role.
We should have put him in the trunk.
Cool.
Well, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Shout out
'cause they're-
Demetrius, man. Demetrius the monster with it though. He's in that Banshee. He's in
Wow.
that show Banshee. He's a cool brother, man.
Well, I know you got so much going
I got a lot,
on.
man.
I can't wait.
I got something I can't talk about right now, but I'm gonna tell you in
You would
private.
tell us.
Oh yeah, you
No, I can't.
you're my
No,
neighbor.
I know. I tell you.
I wanna see you
but
in
it's
the neighborhood by the
I signed
white
a
lady.
non-disclosure agreement.
Oh.
So it's one
Oh,
of them.
it's one of those things. Okay.
Yeah.
So, real quick, folks that are fans of you, that support you, how can they find you on social media? You Twitter,
Yep.
Instagram.
Man,
Let them know what it is.
My Twitter is just strictly Omar Dorsey. Just Omar Dorsey. My Instagram is all difficult, but you find it. It's MRDORSEY. That's like Mr. Dorsey. One of my favorite songs of all time was Mr. Scarface can walking down the block. So when I was on Instagram,
You
I
just
was
said
like,
Mr. Dorsey.
Remember that? Yep. So that's what it is.
Do you
man.
follow people back or you got brand new?
I don't be knowing who be following me. I don't know. Like, I get like a bunch of followers at one time, whatever, and I'm like, okay, that's what's up, man. And I will answer people back when they talk to me.
He will do that. Yeah.
Oh, and I see you straight out of picture. You're straight out of Decatur.
Straight out the deck. But
Straight out the deck.
show it to him. Show it to him. Who is that?
Boy, that's that Cookie Brown.
That's that Cookie Brown right there. You don't watch the show, do you? You don't watch the
Nah,
show.
I just told her
catch up
I'm
on
gonna let her take my my DVD so she can watch the second season, man.
Yeah.
Shows off the chain.
Yep.
Oh, and he has pictures
definitely
on
an
there with
Emmy award. It should be an Emmy nominated show, man. Fantastic.
It's Emmy
And then,
nominated.
real
They ain't
quick,
nominated me this year.
I feel some kind of way about that.
I don't even
Should've
lie.
got that.
Yo, I don't even lie. Like, I thought I was going to get a little bit
I did too.
on that morning when I looked up, and I was like, my name went on
You're
there.
like, what
Okay.
the boy?
But David got nominated. Niecy Nash got nominated. I got
Right.
a lot of friends got nominated that night.
So that's cool.
Liev got nominated.
That's great when your friends get nominated, but you still want to be nominated. F that. AM Cafe Morning Show's in the building.
Yeah.
My man Omar rock with us, man.
Yeah.
We'll be here once again every Wednesday and Friday right here. It's the AM Cafe Morning Show, heard right here at themixshow.com, acceleratedradio.net, snipersquaddjs.com, the illnetwork.com. And who am I missing, Smooth? Oh, Urban Soul Media. Like, we got to work on that, dude, because I'm about to shake them, Ron C. They got to come with some more money. AM Cafe Morning Show's in the building. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Oh, thanks for stopping with us, man. We needed more time, dude.
It was a pleasure.
AM Cafe Morning Show. Before we get up out of here, Smooth D, Ron C, Rhea Bia.
In your mouth.
In your mouth. You guys enjoy your Friday. Peace. Good looking, oh.
No doubt.